Hey, it's Catherine from CatherineFuller.com. If this is your first video with me, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Today's video is going to show you how to make a KISS card. Keep it simple stamper, so I can show you how to make a bunch of cards in a quick way so you always have time for stamping and you have cards on hand when you need them. I'll start out today's KISS card with the Spice Market Large Petal Background by Hero Arts. It's such a beautiful, very detailed stamp, and I think it's going to make a great background. I'm going to be careful not to add too much else to the card and let that beautiful image stand out. So I have my embossing tool. This is just rubbing over the whole front of the cardstock here so that when I add embossing powder, the embossing powder won't stick to places I don't want it to. I'm going to ink up my stamp in Versamark, and then we'll lay each piece of cardstock on top and transfer that image. Now, one of the keys to making cards quickly and mass producing them is doing each step one at a time before moving on to the next. Definitely makes your card making go more quickly when you're trying to make a bunch at once. This is helpful when you're doing Christmas cards, or maybe you're doing a thank you set of cards for somebody, or a gift, or you just want to have a bunch of cards on hand for emergency situations. If you're like me, you realize there's a birthday that needs a card and you don't have one made. Of all the cards that I make all the time, that inevitably happens to me. I don't really know how or why, but it does. All right, so now I can pour clear embossing powder on these. I'm going to do each one at a time, lay them aside, and then I'll heat them. So I'm trying to hold it up so you can see the very corner there is shiny, and that means it's all embossed and ready to go, and the rest is powdery. I have all 4 pieces clear embossed, and now comes the super fun part. I'm going to make a mess with my Distress inks. Peacock Feathers, Salty Ocean, Dusty Concord, Spice Marmalade, which is one of my favorite Distress ink colors, and Peacock Feathers, which is another favorite of mine. And then I'm just going to spray it with water. And then I'm going to take each piece and I'm just going to dip it. And then we'll set these aside to dry. Each one of these is going to look different. Now, if your colors start getting too muddy, you can always just wipe it up and start again. I think I'm going to do a little Festive Berries this time and see how that looks. A little bit more of this Spiced Marmalade, and I've got some picked raspberry down there. Now, this is regular cardstock, so you're going to notice that it's going to warp and buckle more than watercolor cardstock would. Oh my gosh, that looks gorgeous. So I always kind of remedy that by just really using a lot of adhesive to weigh it down. Now, these pieces that I have are pretty pastel looking, and if you want to add some more color and vibrancy, you can do it again. I added some more Spice Marmalade, Peacock Feathers, and Concord Crush, and we'll pick up more color. And look at that. These got pretty wet, so I'm drying them with my heat tool, and if you keep flipping them back and forth and heating them from opposite sides, they will flatten out some. And then you can also add a lot of adhesive to help them lay flat. Now, I've added a black layer behind each piece, and it's just an 1/8 of an inch larger than the piece on top. And you notice there's only 3 here. Well, note to you and note to self for next time, make sure these are totally dry before you start adhering them, because I was adhering one that wasn't totally dry and it ripped and tore, so I had to start over. And I thought I would show you something different actually this time, because I used clear embossing powder on this one, I used white on this, and I wanted to see what the difference would be. So let's check it out. There is Salty Ocean, Peacock Feathers, Festive Berries. We'll give that a couple spritz. And we'll just let that dry and we'll see what it looks like with the white. Okay, so leave me a comment in the section below and let me know what you think. This is the white and this is the clear. I think the white pops a little bit more than the clear. They both are a really cool look. Tell me which one you like better. I have my black cardstock ready now. We're going to stamp some birthday greetings. So they say it's your birthday. It's a Casual Friday stamp set. Lots of great greetings in here. I'm going to do one extra one just in case because y'all know me. I mess up all the time. Little insurance policy. All right, we'll add the white embossing powder on here and then I will just emboss these all at once and then I will cut these into little banners. I'll just quickly add adhesive to the back of each piece and I already have my card bases ready to go. I'll add a little bit of extra adhesive here because of the warping that I talked to you about a little bit earlier. Finished 4 cards using a really fun watercolor technique and a beautiful, very detailed background stamp, but still a very clean and simple card. I think this is a perfect kiss card. Hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. Be sure to check out my playlist if you like these kiss cards because I have tons of these videos all with great little ideas like this. And leave me a comment in the section below. Let me know what color combination you like the best and if you like, well, here's the white one and these are the clear. So let me know if you see a big difference enough to make you like one or the other. Thanks for watching. Happy stamping and have a fabulous day. Now that I have all my layers mounted, I'm going to add adhesive to the back of